So hello students. Now today I am going to explain the poem A Tiger in the Zoo. So before that I want to tell you about this poem. The poem consists of 5 stanzas. Each is made up of 4 lines. The poem has 2 different settings. The first setting is that of the zoo where the tiger is put in a cage. Right? Second setting is that of the natural wild habitat of the tiger, which should have been his real place, means about the forest. So here the poet tried to compare the life of a tiger in the zoo and in forest. So now the explanation of first 4 line. He stalks in his vivid strips the few steps of his cage on pads of the velvet quiet in his quiet reach. So try to underline the word stalks, strips, vivid and velvet. So stalk means to walk in an angry or proud way, घमंड या गुस्से से चलना. विविड मीन्स वेरी ब्राइट, बहुत चमकदार. स्ट्रिप मीन्स लॉन्ग लाइन्स ऑन द बॉडी. वेलवेट मीन्स सॉफ्ट silk cloth. So here the poet want to say that the tiger is bound in his cage. On his skin are clearly visible strips. On his skin are clearly visible. His heels look like pads of velvet. On his pads of velvet he walks quietly within his cage. He does not seem to be happy to be in his unnatural abode. So without showing his anger, he walks around quietly in his cage. So meaning of that, जो कवि कहना चाहता है कि मुख्य रूप से शरीर पर दिखाई देने वाले धारियों के साथ बाघ बिना आवाज किए अपने मखमली गदेदार पैरों से शांत गुस्से में अपने पिंजरे में कुछ एक कदम चलता नजर आ रहा है. मीन्स इनसाइड द केज ही वॉज हेल्पलेस. रीजन बिकॉज हिज ऑल एक्टिविटीज आर बाउंड. सो नाउ नेक्स्ट 4. ही शुड बी lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass near the water hole where pulp deer pass. So underline the word lurking, then sliding through, then plump deers. So the meaning of lurking is waiting secretly. Sliding through means moving smoothly and quietly. Plump means fat. So here the poet want to say the tiger knows how to ambush his hunt. He does not attack by challenging his prey directly. He lies in the shade of trees, unseen to his victims. He slides silently through the long grass before charging upon his hunt. He reaches silently to the water hole where plump and well grown up deer come to drink water. Means जंगल में पिंजरे में घूमने की अपेक्षा वह वृक्षों की छाया में बैठकर छुपकर अपने शिकार को निहारता रहता है या उसका इंतजार करता है। फिर लंबी घास में से चुपके से सरकता हुआ अपने शिकार पर हमला करते हुए उस जल के स्रोत के पास आ पहुंचता है जहां उसके शिकार मोटे ताजे हिरण घूमते रहते हैं। इनसाइड द फॉरेस्ट ही इज फ्री टू डू एनीथिंग। Then next paragraph, so stanza, the lines, he should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, bearing his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. Snarling, underline the word snarling. White fangs. White fangs. Terrorizing. So, snarling means making an aggressive growl, showing teeth. Means दांत दिखाते हुए गुर्राना. White fangs means two long sharp teeth. Terrorizing means creating fear. So the poet want to say, had he not been bound in his cage, the tiger would have been roaming around freely. He should have been growling around the house of the human settlement at the outskirts of the jungle. There he would open out his sharp, long, white teeth and paws just to terrorize the villagers. Means अगर वो पिंजरे में बंद नहीं होता तो बाघ जंगल के बाहर उसे सटी हुई बस्तियों के घरों के आसपास गुर्राता हुआ नजर आता। वह वहां अपने सफेद दांतों को बाहर निकालते और अपने पंजों को दिखाते हुए गांव वालों को भयभीत करता हुआ नजर आता। मीन्स समटाइम्स द टाइगर can reach to the human settlement also when he was in the forest, but in the zoo he couldn't. Now next lines, but he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. Now underline the word concrete cell. Stalking, ignoring visitors. So concrete cell means a cell made up of concrete, सीमेंट का बना एक पिंजरा. Then ignoring visitor means paying no attention person who visit. Stalking measuring. So unfortunately the tiger is not left free in the jungle but is locked in a cage made of cement and concrete in a zoo. लेकिन बात क्या हुआ, जंगल में आजाद नहीं है बल्कि वह जू में है. His unbound strength is caged in behind the bar. उसकी शक्ति सलाखों के पीछे कैद हो गई है. There, locked in the cage, he walked around arrogantly, ignoring the visitors. वो अपने पिंजरे में इधर उधर विजिटर्स को अनदेखा करके गर्व से टहलता रहता है, but cannot do anything. Next line, he hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with the brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Underline the word last voice at night. Patrolling cars, brilliant eyes and stares. So last voice at night means the last voice heard at night. रात के समय जो आखिरी आवाज सुनी. Patrolling car means car which patrol, make a round or keep watch. Stare means looks for a long time. Brilliant eyes means very bright eyes. At night, the tiger caged. At night, the caged tiger. At night, the caged tiger hears the last voice of the patrolling cars. तो बाघ रात को गश्त लगाने वाली गाड़ियों की अंतिम आवाजों को सुनता रहता है. Being locked in the cage, he looked toward the sky. Because he was locked, so he is looking toward the sky. वो आकाश की ओर ही देखता है. He goes on staring the brilliant stars. और फिर वो अपनी चमकीली आंखों से आकाश में चमकते हुए तारों को घूर कर देखता रहता है. He goes on staring the brilliant stars that are shining freely in the sky like his brilliant eyes. Means, in simple word, the life of zoo is more painful for tiger compared to the forest life. Because in forest he was free to do anything, but in cage he cannot do anything. In